Here we have our original Seasons and Cycles moon calendar. Our calendar follows the solar cycle through the seasons and the lunar cycle through her phases. As we open the calendar, we can see the double spread for January. On the top half, we show the planets visible in the night sky. We only include planets that we can see with the naked eye, which are Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. On the bottom half, we have the calendar grid. The days of the week go across the top, and each day includes the lunar phase so that you can experience the ebb and flow of the lunar cycle. At each full and new moon, the time, sign, and degree are included. In a zodiac chart, there are 12 signs. There are 30 degrees in each sign, and each degree is split into 60 minutes. We can see where the moon is positioned in the sign by noting the degree and minute. For example, here the full moon is in Cancer and is at 23 degrees and 59 minutes, just over 3/4 of the way through Cancer. Solar or lunar eclipses always happen on a new or full moon and are shown with these symbols. We include whether you can see the eclipse and the best times to look. There are usually 2 eclipse seasons per year. Around each new moon, we highlight when to look out for earthshine. Earthshine is when the sun's solar light reflects off the earth and lights up the unlit part of the crescent moon a few days before and after new moon. These small crescent moon symbols are reminding you to look out for earthshine 3 days before the new moon in the morning and 3 days after the new moon in the evening. Have you ever seen a planet next to the moon and wondered which one it is? We've included when Venus, Mars, Jupiter or Saturn can be seen next to the moon. You'll know when the moon is visible by looking at the rise and set time. Meteor showers are shown with the star symbol in the grid, and we include where and when to see them. Shooting stars can often be seen a few days either side of the peak. Let's take a closer look at one day. In the top left-hand corner, we have the date. These dates are coloured either light or dark blue to show the moon's path and whether she is ascending or descending. When the date is light blue, the moon is rising higher in the sky each day. When the date changes to dark blue, the moon has reached its highest point, the lunar standstill, and will now begin to rise lower in the sky each day, descending. Roughly 14 days later, the date will change to light blue as the moon has reached its lowest point, the lunar standstill, and will now begin to rise higher in the sky each day, ascending. This can be useful if you're planting and harvesting by the moon. For a full explanation of this, see our website. Then we have the sun and moon rise and set times. These times can vary depending on your location and your visible horizon. To calculate your specific location, you can use timeanddate.com. Also, just to note that sometimes the moon doesn't rise or set before midnight, so there is a blank on that day. It's not a mistake. You'll notice it rises or sets early the day before or the day after. This usually happens a couple of times each month. We then have the lunar ingresses in the bottom right corner, which tells us when the moon changes sign. Here you can see the sign that the moon is in, and then when it moves to the next sign. The moon moves around the zodiac through all 12 signs in just under a month, staying in each sign for about 2.5 days. The sun moves through all 12 signs in 1 year. Each month we include when the sun moves into the next sign. This is called the solar ingress. In this example, the sun moves into Aquarius on the 19th at 2000 hours. We celebrate the Wheel of the Year and the 8 fire festivals, which mark the turning of the year. There are 4 solar festivals which divide the year equally into quarters. There is also information on each solstice and equinox and the cross quarters which use these symbols. The 4 solar festivals divide the year equally into quarters. They happen when the sun enters one of the 4 cardinal signs. When the sun enters Aries, it is spring equinox, Cancer, summer solstice, Libra is autumn equinox, and Capricorn is winter solstice. The 4 cross quarters, Imbolc, Beltane, Lammas and Samhain, are not set dates and are celebrated at different times. We include the most commonly celebrated days. In the past, our calendars have been copied by companies using AI. They were low quality and inaccurate. It's difficult to know what is genuine when you buy online. Look out for our logo, and our website is always on the back of our products. We also include a QR code so that you can validate your product on our website and stay connected with us. We hope you enjoy using your calendar and the journey through the seasons of the year.